and welcome once again to the basement. It's been a while that we've been down here now, and still, as they say, the beat goes on. So, welcome to the basement and to my talk for today. As some of you who were at our wedding may recall, I introduced Bea Mealy as my Canadian mother. Over 10 years ago, she announced that she believed that God had told her to adopt me. So if I was agreeable, she said, she would do so. I'm not as good as an adopted son as I should be, but we have periodic get togethers, and I know she prays for me every day. Earlier on today, I received an email from her, which included a poem about someone sitting by the road and watching people pass by. The conclusion was that in doing this, he had come to see others differently, not with the same jaundiced eye as before, but perhaps, as the prayer book puts it, he was seeing all sorts and conditions of men, or perhaps better, people. More importantly, the person watching had come to understand himself very much better as well. He realized that the characteristics which existed in others to a lesser or greater extent could be found in him. This time of social differencing and distancing even and isolation gives us time for self-reflection. It puts us by the side of the road. The first thing we need to know is that we are the apple of God's eye. We are beloved of God. And this has been the case since before the beginning of time. To realize that about ourselves is vital because we are too easily hard on ourselves. That being said, we also need to understand that the image of God has been marred within us. Although he continues to see us as his beloved, we do and say things which do not help ourselves or others. We can be marvelous and terrible almost in the same breath, as can everyone else. This time aside gives us the opportunity to cultivate more of God's character within us. Galatians 5:22 and 23 speaks about the fruit of the Spirit. The fruit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Taking time to meditate on these things and ask God to enable them to grow in us is something we can do during this time. In addition, as we cultivate the fruit, we'll be enabled to view others differently. We will be able to see each other more clearly through God's lens rather than from our own perspective, which often places people either above us and below us, rather than seeing all as beloved, flawed, and vulnerable. Once again, thank you for being here. A reminder of the 6 o'clock litany tonight, and also, as we move into Holy Week, let's remember that this is a special time in our church's year. And so, God bless and stay safe.